She thought her marriage was safe, until a single phone call revealed her husband's darkest secret. Hidden bank accounts, secret payments, and a double life no one saw coming. But her revenge? No one expected that. Before we dive into this shocking real-life story, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because the secrets in this story will make you question how well you really know your partner. It started with something so ordinary, a mortgage refinance. Emily Carter, a 42-year-old mom from Plano, Texas, was gathering tax documents for the bank. Her husband, Mark, an insurance adjuster, always handled their finances. They had a rhythm. She handled the home. He handled the bills. But when the bank's loan officer casually mentioned, "Do you want us to include both accounts in the refinancing package?" Emily's stomach clenched. Both accounts. The officer clarified, the joint account and Mark's personal savings account. Emily forced herself to sound calm. "Oh, yes, please send me the statements for both." The moment the email arrived, her world cracked wide open. Scrolling through the personal account, Emily saw nearly a decade's worth of deposits, regular, steady, and totaling over $187,000. None of it appeared in their joint account, and none of it was mentioned in their budget conversations over the years. The more she read, the sicker she felt. There were monthly cash withdrawals in cities where Mark claimed he was traveling for work, often at hotels and restaurants they'd never visited together. Venmo payments to unfamiliar names with vague captions like "Great Night" or "See you soon." But it was a $12,000 wire transfer labeled "Any Settlement" that froze her. Emily didn't sleep that night. While Mark snored beside her, she sat in the glow of her laptop screen, cross-referencing every date, every withdrawal, and every hotel charge with the timeline of their life together. Their anniversary weekends? Half-hearted, budget-conscious trips. His business trips? Luxury hotels and room service bills larger than their monthly grocery budget. One payment stood out, a $3,000 purchase at a jewelry store in Denver, the same month he forgot their anniversary. Her mind raced with scenarios. A mistress? A gambling addiction? A secret child? The next night, Emily confronted him, but not directly. Instead, she casually asked if they should move some savings into their retirement fund. She watched his face closely. "What savings?" Mark replied too quickly. When she mentioned the account by name, he froze mid-bite, his fork trembling in the air. That's just an old work account I forgot about." The lie was so thin, it practically evaporated between them. "Then why are you still wiring money to NE?" she asked, her voice sharper. Mark's face drained of color. "It's complicated." That was all he gave her before retreating to the garage. Emily wasn't about to let it go. The next day, she hired a forensic accountant, not just any accountant, but one who specialized in divorce cases. Within days, she had a full financial timeline and a name, Natalie Evans. Natalie was a single mother in Albuquerque. Emily pieced it together. Mark met her during a work trip 9 years earlier, right when the secret account began. The payments weren't just for hotel rooms and gifts. They included monthly support payments and even a college savings account for a little girl born just a year after they met. That girl's last name? Evans. Her first name? Maddie. Emily knew exactly why. Mark's mother's name was Madeline. That weekend, Emily waited for Mark at the dinner table. The printed bank statements were spread out like a crime scene file, highlighted and tabbed. Mark's face fell the second he saw them. "How long were you going to keep lying to me?" she asked, voice trembling but steel underneath. Mark tried denial, then excuses. It was just to help someone in need. Then, an old mistake he was trying to fix. But when Emily showed him a photo of Maddie, a little girl with his eyes, he crumbled. "I didn't know how to tell you," Mark whispered. "So you decided not to," Emily snapped back. Emily could have crumbled, but instead, she got smart. She photocopied every document, compiling a dossier so damning it would make any divorce attorney salivate. She set up a fake dating profile, using stock photos and posing as a wealthy older woman. Within days, Mark took the bait, sending flirty messages, even suggesting they meet on his next work trip. Emily saved every message. Then, she sent the entire dossier, financial records, cheating messages, and proof of misappropriated client funds, directly to Mark's employer's compliance department. Mark was fired within 48 hours, with his pension frozen pending investigation. Emily wasn't done. She sent a personal email to Natalie Evans with a polite subject line, "A woman deserves the truth." Attached were screenshots of Mark's dating profile, their flirty conversations, and a polite note explaining that the trust fund for Maddie was now in legal limbo, thanks to Mark's termination and pending divorce. Natalie never replied. Sitting on her porch with a glass of wine, Emily filmed a private video diary for herself, and maybe one day, for her own kids. "I thought my marriage was strong. But secrets rot a marriage from the inside out. I didn't just lose a husband, I lost 17 years of my life to a lie. And now, I'm reclaiming every single one of them."